Yeah, man, it's your boy KONY Brooks, the King of New York. You are now locked in to Rap on Steroids. You know how we do, man.
Damn, cook this.
Check. Peace kings and peace goddesses, man. We live, we here. Rap on Steroids. You know what I'm saying? We got the King of New York himself.
Yeah.
KONY Brooks in the building, man. What's up, my guy?
What's goody? What up?
Man, how's life?
Man, life is life, and you know how we do.
Life is life.
Grind, we got to get to it.
Word. So, man, tell me about yourself, man. For the people that don't know the monster you are.
I mean, you know, hip-hop artist, extraordinaire lyricist. Hail from the BX, you know what I'm saying? Born and raised, 178 Southern Boulevard. I've been rhyming all my fucking life. You know what I'm saying? This is what I do. They say you put in your 10,000 hours to become an expert at something. I've at least put in 20,000. So we here, man. We here, blessed and just grinding, trying to get to it.
Dope. So tell us about, growing up in the Bronx.
I mean, the BX is heavy. You know what I'm saying? Everywhere you go is just a certain type of energy. It's an aura in the Bronx. You know what I'm saying? Either you got it or you don't got it. So growing up in the Bronx, you know, your fists better work. Or if you hoop, you better be good at it. You know what I'm saying? You liable to get somebody to come run up for your sneakers. So, you know, you just got to be on point. It's never a dull moment in the Bronx. You know what I'm saying? But that's what heavily got me into the music. My older brother was a DJ as well as a producer. So when he would come through, he would sample my video games and use them for DJ drops or put them in the beats. So I was always like, I had my voice on the break beats, on the block parties and all of that. Then like, it was like first grade, I think. I grew up in a house where you always hear poetry is rap. Rap is poetry. It's synonymous. So we had to do a poetry project and I decided to write a verse. You know what I'm saying? And I wrote the verse. I tried to show my brother. And he said, yo, this is the worst shit I ever heard in my life. I'm like 6 years older. I mean, it is what it is, you know, but from there, you know, I fell in love with the art form because I said, yo, he's going to say I'm one of the greatest to ever do this shit by the time I leave Earth. And then, you know, just that Bronx energy just influenced the swag.
Dope. So tell us about how it was, you know, coming up under your bigger brother and him being the DJ. I'm pretty sure he was popular and you had somebody to look up to. So how was that?
Super. To be totally transparent, you know what I'm saying? Very shortly after that time period, he went away for a little while. You know what I'm saying? So he had to do what it is he had to do. He missed out on that large period where I actually was locking in and figuring it out. But the name was always there. So it's kind of like walking through my hood I wasn't KONY yet. I was Lil Storm. I was his little brother. You know what I'm saying? So I felt like I had to live up to it at a certain point or to a certain extent. And then just kind of coming into my own, then that's the demon I had to battle. You know what I'm saying? So being that he DJ, he had a crew of niggas that rap. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the Scream Team. Still love. They gave me my first showcase ever and all of that. But I had to stand on the corner and battle them 30-year-old men at fucking 13 and earn my stripes. And then they sending me to different blocks. Like, nah, this Storm little brother. And I gotta go off on niggas. So it kept me sharp. You know what I'm saying? It was definitely foundation for sure.
So you know, going through the circuits, you know, just who some of the MCs you came across, like what some of the platforms and some of the things you done on the journey.
Ooh, okay. So when I was battling niggas is when it was cool to still battle in the street. Nobody was writing for you. You know what I'm saying? You didn't get to sit in your room for 6 weeks and do research on somebody on the internet. It was, oh, you spit? Well, my son spit. You got to go crazy right now. You know what I'm saying? So in the midst of that, you know what I'm saying, I battled Nate Guns before. I've done ciphers with Corey, ciphers with my song. I'm on a tape with my song. As far as names, you know what I'm saying? As I got older, I ran into Fred and all of that. Rest in peace to Fred the God. You know what I'm saying? He spent a lot of time on my block with my older brother people, and we just never clicked until I was a grown-ass man. But that's as far as, like, I want to say notable people on the come up, if you will. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like all the MCs I ran into was dope. You know what I'm saying? I fucked with a lot of spitters. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my man Zay Rhymes, Zay Mason, whatever he decided to go by today. That nigga is fucking cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, nah, that shit fire. Word.
Dope. So I see that you was a part of a group. You know, I called itself the Thot Boys, man. Tell us about that.
Shout out to my brothers, man. Yeah, nah, that Thot Boy love, that Thot Boy wave was different. So we jumped into that when the word thought just started going viral. You know what I'm saying? We was making fun of the shit at first. But then Dips came in the room one day, we was just writing, and she goes, all y'all niggas is thoughts. And at the time, I'm in a committed relationship. I'm like, what the fuck you mean I'm a thought? It's like, nah, you can be thoughts for different reasons. Every pair of Jordans, you need to buy the shit, you thought. This nigga always want to sit in somebody's face. That nigga want to smoke hookah. This nigga's actually a hoe. So then we looked at it, we was like, yo, let's make initially we wanted to make fun of this shit. Like, yo, we gonna make fun of this shit, fuck that. And then it kind of just stuck. The joke stuck. And then we was like, yo, this is perfect marketing. City girls is out here. And we gonna speak for the niggas now. We gonna do whole shit.
Nah, fire. So for the viewers that don't know the members of the Thot Boys, man, who the members?
Members, myself, Teddy Grams, Swag, JR Just Real, and rest in peace to my brother Ray Fame.
Rest in peace, Ray Fame. Good guy. Super Nick fan.
Oh, you know how we do. You know how we do.
I can't.
Don't let us get a playoff ring.
Oh man, I can't stand the Nick fans.
I mean, you know, we showed y'all love this year. We let the Bulls live. We let y'all live.
Word, man. But, you know, rest in peace, Ray Fame, man.
Absolutely.
So, you know, sometimes when artists go through things, you know, they either fall back or they go into a little cocoon. I know you went through a situation with the whole Ray Fame's passing and everything. How did that either, you know, slow you down or motivate you to go harder?
To be honest, timing is just everything with that particular situation. You know, it's the middle of the pandemic, so life was just slower. You know what I'm saying? You couldn't get out to do certain shit. And I had literally, like, I'm talking about to the date, like 2 weeks before he passed, I had just finished the project. So I hadn't even sent it to him yet. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna just put out this EP. I've been locked in, you know, I'm in the crib. I'm my thoughts, my feelings, my emotions. I'm a release. So when he passed, I kind of got into a space where I was like, yo, I shouldn't even put this out right now. I'm supposed to be grieving. You know what I'm saying? But after speaking to the family, it kind of was like, one thing this nigga will want you to do is rap. You know what I'm saying? My cousin died and the nigga drugged me to a studio session with JB. It was like, nah, nigga, you gonna rap. I'm like, yo, my cousin just died yesterday. And he said, you gonna rap today. You feel me?
Sound like Ray.
So it put me in a space where I was just like, yo, I gotta do what bro would want me to do. So in between that, I put the project out, Making of a Legend. And then I won't say I fell back, but I definitely slowed down so I can go through the grieving process. You know what I'm saying? I'm still human. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't let that shake too long. And it was right back in the stool. Like, I got a mission.
Yeah, no, you definitely didn't let it shake too long. But, and let's talk about that project. You also dropped a book with it too.
Yeah, Start From Experience. So again, all of this is mid-pandemic. It's all thoughts and feelings. I'm reflecting on life. And I'm just in a space where I'm like, yo, I want to help somebody. You know what I'm saying? My trauma could change somebody's life. So I just put it on paper. I was going to put it out like a bunch of blog posts and just be on some, you know, if you read it, you take something from it, go for it. I shared something with a friend of mine and she was like, nah, you need a book. You need to think bigger. Like, this is like published author work. You know what I'm saying? So I took it. I got in the lab and literally self-made, self-taught, the whole process, the entire process. So formatting the book, copywriting the book, publishing the book, printing the book through Barnes and Noble and pushing it independent.
Dope. That's fire. That's fire, man. Something that the people definitely need to hear. And you know, something else that the people need to hear. Something that I noticed that you do a lot of community work and working with kids. And I see you very active. You know, I seen the clip of you getting light.
Yeah.
I was like, my man, love to have fun. I love that energy. Sometimes you just need that energy. And, you know, sometimes when I see it and scroll, it just put a big smile on my face. Because sometimes we need to feel like we could tap into the youth. And we need the youth to feel like they can connect with us.
Right.
What drove you to be that kind of person for the youth?
To be honest with you, bro, I've been working with kids since I was 14.
Oh, dope.
You know what I'm saying? Still in high school. I did an internship. That's how I actually got to my first studio in that area of time. Me and my mans, we was Zay Rhymes. We was rapping on the little Sony radio in the back of a restaurant, trying to put demos together and shit.
Fire.
Rapping off the instrumental joints and putting them on the tape. So we met my guy Phil X. Shout out to him, the Symbol, who goes by a different name now. But he had like a 4-track recorder in his crib. So we started recording with him. And then in the process of that, we like, nah, we need money for a studio. Like, we need to put our own shit together. So we walking by this church, and it had an after-school program connected to it. They was literally giving away money. They was like, yo, you come tutor these kids, we'll give you $300 every 2 weeks. So we in there. We working with the kids, we rocking out. They end up having a teen program. So now we working with the little kids, and we the first program in the teen program. They built us a studio right there on the spot. Shout out to my mentor, J.Fish. You know what I'm saying? He ran like a hip hop 101 class where we was learning guerrilla marketing. He's freestyle ciphers. He's taking us to shows, all types of madness. We running around the city just clicking on anything moving. You know what I'm saying? But from there, it's like, that was my first opportunity to work with kids, and I just stuck with it. I'm like, yo, this is something I'm good at. This is something I love. And then, you know, me being a teen in a teen program, I always connected to a teen program because I knew what it did for me. So I'm like, yo, I want to work in a high school, or I want to work with a teen program. So once I got out of school, I started working in a high school with the little kids, but, you know, I get to do both.
Yeah.
So I'm lit. Now I'm DOE, but I'm not a teacher, so I still could be the cool guy. I'm extra lit.
Yeah, that's fire. That's fire. That's fire. That's fire. So back to the music, man. So what's some of the artists you listening to right now? Like, when you be like, all right, let me get inspired. What's something you throw on?
This is gonna sound crazy. I think everybody whack.
I mean, I feel that way too.
Right? Nah, like I'm not inspired by a lot of things. Like, I'll go back. You know what I'm saying? It's this generation of rappers, they don't necessarily do it for me. You know what I'm saying? I think the most recent rapper that does it for me, like, is J.Cole. Cole is my guy. Like, for real. Like, people that say, oh, if I get a verse from Hove, I feel like I made it. That's how I feel about J. Cole's music. I get a verse from Cole, I did it. I'm good. I could happily retire. I won't, but I can happily retire and say I did what I wanted to do. You know what I'm saying?
You think you could hold your own on a track with Cole?
I'm not gonna hold.
Cole with Crazy or Benny.
I will tap dance around Cole.
Ooh, I like when rappers talk like that.
You know what I'm saying? I know my son is nice. That's motivation and all of that, but I know what I do.
Nice.
So you're gonna have to go verse for verse, record for record. Like, what you want to do? Conscious? You want to get gritty? You want lyrical? You want a story? Whatever you want to do, we could do it.
So you think J. Cole is the only mainstream artist that you're listening to right now?
As far as mainstream, yeah. I mean, the kids be trying to put me on. So they be like, yo, listen to this drill rapper. So when I want to start listening like for melodies and shit like that, I like Sleepy Hollow. I like Chef G. You know what I'm saying? They vibes.
Yeah, free Chef G, man.
That's a fact. Son dirty.
Yeah.
Grease them.
Yeah, Sleepy just got out on Bell too.
I like Favi.
I like Favi Pockets. Pause. His last album was actually pretty good. So as far as your peers, who do you? I know you're a rapper like me, and I put targets on backs. But if I respect you, and I think you're good, it's like, okay. Target.
Absolutely.
Target. So
absolutely.
Who is some artists who you feel give you that inspiration as your peers? Like, okay, this guy's pretty good, or this guy's good right there, or that girl's good right there. Gotta watch her.
I put all y'all on my album. Shout out to D Dave, you know what I'm saying?
Man.
Bake Man, a lot of love for Bake Man, Debonair, Exile, you know what I'm saying? Those my guys. G4 Jag, that's my brother. Akil Ali, he's different. He's very much so different. Gotta tap in with the good brother. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fire name too.
So he's different, bro. I promise you, he's different. Very versatile. You know what I'm saying? But these are the artists I like to stick around. Johnny Floss. I need one with Floss. Floss, when you watch this, we need one. You know what I'm saying? But as far as my peers are concerned, you know what I'm saying? Outside of my friends, you feel me? Or my family, because me and Teddy sitting in a session is fucking war.
Yeah.
It's war, like it's all out war. I promise you. And it's nothing but love, but it's war.
Those make for the best records sometimes to me, man. Like I love what those records back. It's like, yeah, man, you know who I gotta go to war with every time. It's like,
yeah, shout out to Fish, man. Shout out to Fish.
but it's like he sends me something and I'm like, yo, I'm not getting on that. You cool. That's for you only. Sometimes you just gotta know when to gracefully bow out. But nah, shouts to Fish, man. But yeah, man, shouts to Kony, man. Shouts to rest in peace, my brother JB, man. I remember
Absolutely.
I remember when one day he called me, and you know JB had a ill way of motivating me. He knew what to say to motivate me. So he called me. He like, yo, you about to lose your spot, blood. And I'm like, what you mean? He was like, yo, it's a new fat nigga, man. Nice, yo. You ain't gonna be the nicest fat nigga no more soon. You better come back outside, bro. Man, I ain't worried about nobody, man. You know, I got bigger fish to fry right now. He's like, all right, say that now. When you start seeing him spark up, I bet you I'm gonna get a phone call. And sure enough, I think he tagged me in a post. It was a cipher, and you was going off, man. Shouts to my bro Exile. But boy, you was going off, boy. Sure enough. Called him. Oh, that's what you talking about? Target.
That was right before the K-Slate shit. Facts.
And then he sent me that too. And then he sent me the sway. I'm like, oh, he trying to heat up. He like, I'm telling you, you gotta come back outside. You want to be doing this DITC shit. I get it. Fuck that, Dave. I miss you, bro. I miss you, JB. I know JB will be super. I know right now he'll be running us around the city right now. Like,
That's a fact.
my guys is outside going crazy, man. I know he's super proud, man. So, tell us about your past situation.
Alright, I'm assuming you talking about this Ryan Leslie thing. Okay, I don't get to touch on this often, so this is, you know. Back in 2013, 2014, right around the time when he caught the court case, the laptop situation, he started a new label because he was heavy on his fan engagement. You know what I'm saying? He was the first direct-to-consumer artist that it was, with the text to buy the albums and the tickets or whatever the case is. So from there, though, he had an intern, and the intern was under the same management as me. So shout out to Conrad Black. And he was like, yo, I need to pilot this label. And for business purposes, Black was the president of the label, considering his assets or whatever the case may be. So they set up the meeting. I was just moving with Coney Island, the first tape. We did crazy numbers on that piff. So it made sense. You know what I'm saying? So I go sitting in Ryan Leslie house. Like we walk past the concierge in the front, get on a little elevator, and I'm like stopping at his front door. He's like, yo, come sit in my living room. This nigga got a fucking $100,000 grand piano sitting in the middle of his shit. Beautiful crib, you know what I'm saying? And we just chopping it up about what ended up being the future of music. Exactly what independent artists are doing now, he was piloting back in 2013 and 2014. So I was the first artist that he signed to Disruptive Media. He gave me a 1 album deal. So I dropped my Hieroglyphics project on Disruptive Media. I gotta get y'all some physicals. I still got some physicals of that joint. But yeah, we literally did the Shopify joint, point of sales with the Square Cash before Square Cash was popping. And literally every show, every event, every venue, you know what I'm saying, everything was ran up through there. And he just gave us the power and said, yo, this is how you connect with your fans. And the numbers was right for everybody. It made sense. So we ran with it.
So what happened?
That was it.
That was it.
My son fell off the face of the earth after that. No BS. Like, so we did the work, you know what I'm saying? He gave me full creative control of my music. So he didn't have a hand in it as far as that was concerned. We make the music, we put it out. We had like maybe 1 or 2 meetings. It was phone meetings after that. And then everything kind of escalated with the laptop situation. Son fell off the face of the earth.
Damn. Well, I was like, I haven't heard about anything from Brian Leslie since, actually.
He put out, I think the Black Mozart album came out after that, like 2016. That was after they got everything cleared and he said, I need my bread back. He did the Black Mozart joint. But yeah, literally, like it was over. Like, didn't hear from him no more. I think he changed his number. Like, we moved on.
So you still got those masters and everything?
Absolutely.
Oh, so yeah, you Gucci. That's still part of your catalog. Say that, man. That's history. Word, man. That's dope, man. Let's get into this next project, man, before we wrap it out, man.
Yeah.
Let's get into this project, man. What's the title and why did you name it this name?
Well, the name of the album is 855. I named it 855 because that's literally my building number. You know what I'm saying? So every record, I jump around between my current perspective or a story or a conversation that was sparked in my building, on my block. So I literally took it from, you know, there's an 855 in every hood in America. So every record is that level of relatable.
That's fire. It is like 855 in every hood in America somewhere. Even in probably Moscow.
Right, they got an 855.
Came and rolled.
You feel me? And they gonna feel his pain.
Word, now that's fire. That's fire. So go through the track listing, man.
Oh man, so I got some. I'm not gonna lie. I worked with a lot of people this time around. I usually don't do that. You know what I'm saying? I kind of get a formula. I stick to what I know, and then you know, I try to reel people in. I mentioned Cole as one of my inspirations. The whole no features. I dead ass give you 16 records with nobody on them. But I felt like this time I wanted to do something different. I wanted to invite people into my world. You know what I'm saying? So we got production on there by Chuck Platt. You know what I'm saying? We got Stupid Fat Beast.
Shout out to that guy.
Shout out to that guy. You know what I'm saying? We got production by Fish.
Shout out to that guy too.
Yeah, that was a sneaky joint too.
Yeah.
We got production by City the King. NQ Music. I Hate Mondays, all 53. You know what I'm saying? We got a nice little array as far as the features. I got D Dave, Debonair, Exile, G4 Jag, Bakeman. I got Cassandra, Just Real, Scott the Soul Child. I got Teddy Grams, Jalak Quinn. Yeah, we went crazy. We tap danced over here.
You got Cassandra. Cassandra got a nice voice. Shout out to Cassandra.
She's tough.
Yeah, shout out to
She's
Cassandra.
tough. Oh, my son Wise and Hazel. I'm saying we went OT. We went OT.
You really worked with a lot of people this record. You got, I see you got a different kinds of records. You know, I heard some Pain. You got like a bar. I don't want to call it a bar mitzvah. That's like a bar fight on drugs. Then you got the smooth joint with JR. You know, like what made you approach this album like that as an artist?
I mean, I'm always one for making sure that, you know, I speak to every crowd. I cater to every person. So with this particular joint, once I had the concept in mind, I wanted to treat it like different personalities. So if I'm speaking from these perspectives, you know what I'm saying? Keisha on the 4th floor, who's married, been fucking Michael on the second floor the whole time, and they sneaky linking. That's what I want to talk about. You know what I'm saying?
That's
Oh,
funny.
Mikey's son just turned 16, but he fucking somebody 19, just lost his virginity, and she pregnant. That's what I want to talk about.
That's all relatable shit.
You feel me? So yeah, that's kind of where I went with it as far as having so many different records and different sounds. I just wanted to speak from everybody's perspective, not just mine.
Dope. All right, man. So before we get out of here, man, anything you want to shout out, anything you want to promote, now's the time.
Yeah, man, I need y'all to tap in. First of all, I appreciate being here. You know what I'm saying? But I need y'all to tap into me. Get the Instagram at KONY Brooks. My website, www.konybrooks.com. We got the 855 album dropping. We got the 855 merch available on the website. You know what I'm saying? We really just locked in. If you want the book, the digital copy of the book is free on the website. You can have a conversation offline if you need you a physical. That's different. You know what I'm saying? But I'm doing a lot, and I'm looking to tap in with the people. So let's get right. Let's get right.
All right. And then one more time, explain your name and why you made your name that. You gonna make sure the people know that.
Yeah, my name is KONY Brooks. KONY is an acronym for King of New York. I used to battle rap, like I mentioned. So me and my man's on my block. His name is Pony, or was Pony. Shout out to my guy Hamo, that's the bro. But we always was joking like, oh, my son just looked like a horse, so we calling him Pony. You know what I'm saying? But he's going off on son. He's like, yeah, they call me Pony, I'm the Prince of New York. So I rebuttal his line. I was like, so if you calling him Prince, then I'm the king. And then my block literally called me Coney. And I was like, all right. Because I was going through a phase where I wanted to change my rap name. I feel like every nigga that rap start with the name Blaze for some reason. My shit was Blaze. I was like, yeah, now I'm growing out of that. You know what I'm saying? So that one stuck. And then it was kind of like, Big is my favorite rapper. Frank White, King of New York. Like, it all started like lining up. So I'm like, all right, I'm not trying to live in these shadows. I'm trying to outstep them. So I got to stand on that. You know what I'm saying? So I ran with it. I said, fuck it. Niggas is not going to be better than me.
I like that. Good shit, man. Let's clap it up, man. Clap it up. Good shit.
Damn, could this?